Hi. In a book I wrote, Transcendental Yoga, the new translation and commentary on the Sutras of Patanjali in light of the teaching of Maharishi Mahesh Yogi, the first part is devoted to how yoga is expressed in the different aspects of Vedic literature and also to the different systems of yoga that developed through the ages. And I wanted to speak a little bit about that because it's important, to know the territory, what kind of systems are, and what was the understanding about the various systems as opposed to the angle that Maharishi Mahesh Yogi brought to light. So let's start talk about a little bit about it. First system, Karma Yoga. Usually the understanding of Karma Yoga is a system that through action one is kind of more established in the state of yoga. And what kind of action? It could be a seva, helping to clean the ashram, helping needed people in hospitals or anywhere, anything like that. And the idea is, that the action that is performed not from egoistic motive, but from a selfless kind of desire or thing like that, that helps to establish the state of yoga. Maharishi Mahesh Yogi said, first of all, we have to understand what's the meaning of the word yoga. As a state, yoga is a state of transcendental consciousness. It's a state, Patanjali said, we go beyond all the activity of the mind, all the vrittis, the fluctuation of the mind, which means thinking, intellectual discrimination, imagination, emotions, everything. We go beyond all this and we experience a silent state where consciousness is completely open to itself, completely referring to itself without objects, outward objects, that distract us and things like that. That's actually the state of yoga. So Maharishi said, what's the meaning of Karma Yoga? The real meaning of Karma Yoga, according to his view, is that while we are in action, while we act, doesn't matter what kind of action, we still experience this silence within ourselves, this unboundedness within ourselves. And that's actually Karma Yoga. And the importance of such an experience is that when we perform action while establishing in yoga, then the action doesn't bind us. Action doesn't create samskaras. Samskaras are impressions, fine level of impression that are registered in consciousness when we act, and the action is actually causes us to be overshadowed by the different experiences. So we see the movie and we are so kind of drawn to the situation that we start to laugh with the hero or cry with the girl who is crying there, and we lost ourselves within the activity, within the action. And then the action lives in us samskaras, refine impressions that continue to exist in our consciousness, and then they continue to pop up when certain condition, the same condition that created them for the first time, reappear in our life. And like that, our life is, we are not living a kind of a free life. We are all the time conditioned and we are reacting in a kind of way that like a puppet, or like a kind of automatic manner. So Karma Yoga is a state that we act from the level of freedom. This element is described very beautifully in the Bhagavad Gita in one sentence of Krishna, Yogastha Kuru Karmani, establish in yoga, then perform action. And then this action will not bind you. So Karma Yoga, from this perspective, is not necessarily to do any kind of charity work or clean ashram or thing like that. All these things are nice and good. I'm not kind of criticizing them, but the real meaning is to be established in this unboundedness and then perform action. So this is Karma Yoga.